welcome to my channel. Now today we are discussing about one of the different topic, that the food microbiology. Now the food microbiology, it is the branch of microbiology which deals with the different types of the microorganisms which are associated with the food. Means here we are discussing the different microorganisms which are associated with the food. We know that all of the living organisms that are present on the earth, these are requiring the nutrients for their growth. Now these nutrients, these are responsible for supporting the growth of the organisms. Either these are the microorganisms or the different living organisms. These are requiring these nutrients for their growth. Now as the food, it is highly nutritious. Now we are eating the food to get the energy, as these are containing the different types of the nutrients, and from that nutrients we are getting the energy. So as it is the rich source of the nutrients, no doubt these microorganisms, these are also present within these food samples. That is due to the presence of these different types of the nutrients within the food sample. Now here, as these microorganisms, these are present within the food sample, these are various, either they may be bacteria, they may be actinomycetes, they may be fungi. Such different types of the microorganisms, these are associated with the food, and on the basis of the type of the food material, its storing temperature, its quality, its nutrients, or on all of these conditions, there is the type of the microorganisms which are present within that food. These are depending. Now preferentially, whenever we are discussing about this microflora which is associated with the food, preferentially the three different groups of the microorganisms, these are associated with the food. Now within this, the first one, it is the pathogenic microorganisms. Now we know that pathogenic microorganism, it means these are able to cause the infection, means these are the disease causing microorganisms. These are disease causing microorganisms, means one of the most important group which is associated with the food, it is the pathogenic microorganisms. Now within that, it includes the foodborne infection and the food intoxication. Foodborne infection and the food intoxication. Now within the foodborne infection, now here whenever these microorganisms, that is the pathogenic microorganisms, these are present within the food, and we are eating such type of the food which is contaminated with these pathogenic microorganisms, then we are suffered from the different types of the infections. That is preferentially the on the gastrointestinal tract, these are responsible for causing the infection, the fever, vomiting, diarrhea, such type of the infections, these are occur. And the infections which are caused due to the presence of pathogenic microorganisms which are present within the food, these are called as the foodborne infection. Means the entry of these microorganisms within our body, it is carried out through the food. Due to that, these are called as the foodborne infections. The second one, it is the food intoxications. Now within the food intoxication, no doubt there is no directly presence of the living microbial cells within the food sample, but there is the presence of the some toxic compounds which are secreted by these microorganisms, that is the toxins. These are the proteinaceous substances which are toxic in nature. These are secreted by these microbial cells within the food sample, and whenever we are ingesting the food sample, along with that, these toxins, these are also enter within our body, and they are responsible for the infection. Such type of the infection, these are called as the food intoxications. Now within the foodborne infection, the example, it is the Salmonella species, that is responsible for causing the salmonellosis. Then the Shigella species, responsible for causing the shigellosis. Then the Campylobacter, responsible for causing the campylobacteriosis. So these type of the foodborne infections. Now within the food intoxication, the most important example, it is the Staphylococci. These are responsible for producing the enterotoxin, affecting our enteric tract, that is the gastrointestinal tract. And the another one, it is the Clostridium botulinum species. These are responsible for secreting the neurotoxin. that is affecting our nervous system. That is affecting our nervous system. These are called as the food intoxication. Again, within that, the fungal species. These are the bacterial species. The fungal species, these are also responsible for this food intoxication. The example, that is, these are producing the mycotoxins. Mycotoxins, that is the toxins which are produced by the fungal species. These are called as the mycotoxins. So these are the pathogenic microorganisms which are associated with the food and responsible for giving the different health disorders. Now the second one, it is the saprophytic microorganisms. Saprophytic microorganisms. Now, as we have discussed that the different nutrients, these are present within the food. That is the highly nutritious food sample. So within that, these are containing the different organic compounds. The nutrients, these are nothing but the organic compounds. And the saprophytic microorganisms, it is the group of microorganisms which are responsible for the growth on the organic matter. These are preferentially grow on the organic matter and responsible for the degradation of that organic matter. Degradation of that organic matter. That is converted into the simple one. So due to the growth of these saprophytic microorganisms within the food, these are responsible for the undesirable changes within the food. Undesirable changes within the food means, in other words, we can say that these are responsible for losing the quality of the food. They are responsible for the undesirable changes within the food, or due to that there is the loss of quality of the food. There is loss of quality of the food. Changes in quality of food. Now these microorganisms, they may be called as a putrefying bacteria. That is, whenever the food, it is highly proteinaceous in nature. Highly proteinaceous in nature, they are responsible for this putrefaction action. That is, they are degrading the complete proteinaceous substances within that food sample, and the smelling of the ammonia, it comes from that food sample. Means completely there is the destruction of quality of the food sample. These are called as the putrefying bacteria. So these are the saprophytic microorganisms responsible for undesirable changes within the food. Now the third group of microorganisms which are present within the food or which are associated with the food, it is the microorganisms used for food processing. Now the two types of the group of microorganisms that we have discussed earlier, these are responsible for destroying the loss. That is, these are the harmful effects. These are the harmful effects of the microorganisms which are associated with the food. Here, now the one of the most important beneficial effect of the microorganisms is these microorganisms, some of type of the microorganisms, these are also used for the food processing, to prepare the food. Now within the fermented milk products, either it is a yogurt, curd, cheese, all of these, then the acidophilus milk, all of these are the fermented milk products, and these are processed due to the presence of the microorganism, or for their processing there is the requirement of microorganism, that is the species of the lactobacillus, leuconostoc. These different bacterial species, these are responsible for the formation of such type of the fermented milk products. Now there is also presence of the fermented meat product. For that again there is the use of the different microflora. Then the different types of the sauces, these are also the fermented products, that is the soya sauce, within which there is the use of aspergillus species. Then there is also presence of the fermented vegetables, that is the sauerkraut, that is the fermented cabbage. It is an fermented cabbage. For that purpose, there is the use of Leuconostoc mesenteroides. This bacterial species that is responsible for forming this sauerkraut from the cabbage, which is also called as a fermented cabbage. So by this way, these microorganisms, these are also beneficial and responsible for giving the different types of the fermented food products. Again, some of the microorganisms, these are used as a probiotics. Now within that, these probiotics, these are nothing but the live microbial cells. That we are directly taking the live microbial cells. Now these microbial cells, these are responsible for giving the different health benefits, and in that case, these are also responsible for decreasing the number of pathogenic microorganisms which are present within our body. By this way, these are called as the probiotic, responsible for giving the different beneficial effects. So by this way, these are the three main groups of microorganisms which are associated with the food sample. That is the pathogenic microorganisms, saprophytic microorganisms. Both of these are responsible for the harmful effects. And the third group of microorganisms, that is the microorganisms used for the food processing, which are responsible for giving the different beneficial effects and the different health benefits. So by this way, these are the different types of the microorganisms which are associated with the food. Within the next lecture, we are discussing about the different sources of these microorganisms within the food sample. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and also share this video with your friends. Thank you.